reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
How are you doing over there, Q? It's getting hot.
It's getting hot. When I left for work this morning, it very much was not hot, so I wore not warm clothes, but warmer than what I would have liked to have been stuck in for the next, rest of the fucking day.
Fair enough. I was wearing
Getting coffee at Starbucks because I'm a psychopath.
Well, but you like your coffee.
Well, it's not just that I like my coffee; it's that I'm not a big fan of iced coffee because I feel it's a financial ripoff.
Yeah, just to cool down the coffee a little bit, you have to pay. A little bit
you're
more.
You're paying basically the same amount for a hot coffee, which arguably is mostly milk.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're paying an awful lot of money for mostly milk because there's just a couple shots of espresso. Or you can take those couple shots of espresso and put them over ice. And it's like, okay, but ice should not cost $5. And neither should milk.
Oh, okay.
Coffees.
You disconnected for just 2 moments, but I seem to have got you back now.
Technology hates me.
It hates us both. So what are you drinking today, Q?
I have the Costco coffee.
Oh, that's right, the Kirkland brand coffee.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad.
Yeah, that's when I'm trying something new. A zero sugar ginger ale, the Canada Dry. I've been wanting a ginger ale to help settle my stomach, and I'm glad that I have one now. So we're gonna give that a shot. I don't mind.
So is it just ginger ale, or is it the flavored one? Because I like to get the zero sugar ginger ale with wild cherry from them.
It is just the regular one, and I can taste every ounce of the ginger extract that is in this, and I love it. I love the taste of ginger.
I haven't tried. I like a good ginger ale. I haven't tried the zero sugar regular ginger ale yet. I've only done the
regular.
Yeah, or no, the cherry.
Oh, the cherry.
Yeah, I haven't done the regular yet.
Mm-hmm. A bit of a shorter episode today, but it's got a fair few bits. And let's go ahead and get rid of the Humble Bundles. 2 of them that popped up over the last couple of days. The Humble 15 for 15 Spring of 2026. 15 games for $15. Not too terrible when a couple of them have caught my eye, such as Rocket Rats, Necro King, Kingsgrave, a nice little beat 'em up that has an interesting city builder kind of meshed into it. Further down, you got Technotopia, which gave me this very storytelling, but with like a very Lovecraftian vibe. Like it builds Art Deco, but you have to, if you want to build something further beyond your means, you have to make a pact. And I was like, ooh, ooh, you want to live comfortably? Who are you willing to work with? Undead West was one that also caught my eye. A twin stick shooter that looks like it plays really slow with an 8-bit graphic style. And then further down you have Glitch Hikers, a 3D storytelling wander game, one where you're just trying to get from point A to point B. There's no pressure, no failure, no optimal path. I love these types of bundles that they often give because there's games that I've never heard of before that interest me just because of both the name or what the source material is.
Right. I love finding so many indie games out there are not for me. And so I tend to not look through indie games as much as I should. So when something like this happens and they can put the spotlight on a few things, it's great because I sit there and go, oh, you know what? I should have been looking at this because this is actually amazing.
Yeah. And one where you get to kind of play as an alien, what was that one? Carrion. That's it. where you played
I
like
never
a.
got to finish that before they took it off of Game Pass. I got pretty far in it.
Yeah, I wish they just wouldn't take things off of Game Pass, but we have Game Pass news a little bit
It's
later.
licensed.
As mentioned before, this one is $15 for 15 games, and it helps out Red Nose Day. A lot of comedians come together to help out Red Nose Day, and a lot of just celebrities push toward it. And what Red Nose Day is, it helps out end child poverty, and this one's a big one just because I've actually had a job that helped out directly with Red Nose Day, and I saw how the money was kind of being maneuvered to help out children in poverty. Um, I respect this one a lot more than a lot of the other charities I see. Because some of them you don't exactly see where the money goes to directly. I mean, Coral.
It is nice when you can see it. I got stopped by Habitat for Humanity the other day when I was getting a cup of coffee, and they were actually telling me where they're currently building the houses out here. Like that's actually really good to know. That's actually really cool.
Hopefully they got AC because this summer is going to be the hottest. They say. Doop. And the second Humble Bundle we have is Humble Heroines, Echoes, Voids, and Visions, featuring two games I'm currently interested in. Sorry We're Closed and Eastward. Sorry We're Closed was a game on the Epic Game Store about like a month or so ago, and I've been very interested in it. And Eastward I got through, I think, Humble Monthly a while back. So those two I can
I
already.
definitely remember the cover of Eastward, Medium as well, but I remember the cover of Eastward. So we've talked about it for something. I just don't know where it was.
It probably was during the Humble Monthly for that month because I played a little bit of it. I need to get back into it. It's very Mario and Luigi's Super Saga, the ones where it plays like a little Super Mario RPG esque, but with two players. It's very fun, very vibrant. Music was clean, clear, very 16-bit, but with a little bit of reprising. I really enjoyed it. The Medium, I remember this popping onto Game Pass a while ago, and I never climbed into it because I don't know, something just threw me off about it.
I think I was just busy at the time because I remember this hitting Game Pass as well. I don't think I was really playing anything at the time.
Fair enough. And then Anno, Mutinatum, Mutationem, Mutation M. Yes. I believe this one's the Pixel Metroidvania, where it has like a nice cyberpunk feel to it. I've always been down for another cyberpunk romp, and if it's a Metroidvania with beautiful neon lights, I'm down for it. The only problem I have with this game is the camera shake I've noticed. I haven't watched this trailer, but
So that is a lot of camera shake.
yeah, and the gameplay one that I saw before has a lot of wibble wobble, especially when you get hit. I'm hoping that can be turned off because that game looks fun. Cabernet, a storytelling adventure where you are in the 19th century living as a vampire. And
Ooh,
it's got some interesting cusps of who do you wish to indulge or indulge the thought of, because you can speak to a lot of these individuals and become friends with them and try not to, of course, uncover that you're a vampire.
I just
This
say
one
eat the rich.
yeah, we always say eat the rich. And then the last one on the cut is Ereban Shadow Legacy, a really good-looking stealth game. Uh, I'm about to talk about a really cool stealth game, but this one would definitely be up there to go through just because I've been on this stealth game like fix. I've been wanting a good stealth game. This helped. $18 for all six of these games, and it helps out Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund. Girls Make Games Scholarship Fund is a newly formed 501c3 public charity that provides need-based financial scholarships as well as mentorships to girls and young women interested in pursuing video game development, summer camps, workshops, and undergraduate degree programs.
But shit,
Now, remember when I said I was playing some stealth stuff? I beat both Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2. And I gotta say,
dishonor,
yeah,
dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
well, not my cow, but Mushu was right. Dishonor on my cow. First game I played with not really much knowledge of their moral system. And
Uh-huh.
once I found out that the moral system was, don't kill kill as minimal as you can and don't get noticed. They actually had storyline that was building up from the don't kill everybody. And I was like, okay, I'll try and do that for Dishonored 2. Dishonored 2 had a lot more abilities and a lot more flexibility of where to go and what to do. The puzzles were completely randomized, so I couldn't just, look up one of the answers. I said, okay, I actually have to think. I have to locate and think. I was like, that's plus, but one of the puzzles, I'm not too good at cryptograms, where you have to basically be like, Susie wore red, drank this juice. Kurt wore blue, drank this juice. Who's missing? The person to the right of Kurt was wearing white, but did not have a drink that had fruit in it. And it was just one of those types of puzzles that I was just like, I hate those types. I
Hurt
hate
my
them.
brain, man. It's hurt
Ah,
my brain.
but I figured it out. I did it. And it's a complete side optional path. You don't even need to do that puzzle. It helped. It securely helped. And it even brought me into a place where it added a really cool gameplay element of time travel. And I was like, oh. And going between the current time where everything was overrun with like the rot and the blood fly plague, different from the rats from the first, but very still just as dangerous. And I had to use my resources very wisely. I love it. I gave Dishonored 1 a 9 out of 10, and I gave Dishonored 2 a 10 on 10.
I'm
Especially
honestly surprised you didn't play these sooner.
I I started one a while back, and then I had finished I think like the third mission, and then I don't know, I fell out. I wish I could tell you why. Also Michael Madsen played one of the villain characters, and I was like, oh wow. And then starting up two, one of the villain characters that popped up, I'm like, that voice sounds so familiar. And then I kept hearing him and kept hearing him. I'm like, that sounds like Kingpin. I do a little bit of IMDb search. Yeah, it's Vincent D'Onofrio in
It's
Dishonored.
Thor.
Okay. And I just looked at the IMDb listing for it. There was Rosario Dawson. There was Michael Madsen reprised his role as that particular villain. I'm not gonna say who because he's a major part of the Dishonored series. And I was like, holy shit! Bethesda had some real fucking money, or Arcane, I guess, had some real fucking money to get some good voices to voice these characters. And in the second Dishonored, Corvo actually got a pretty good voice. The voice actor for Thief Garrett. I was like, oh, okay. I actually really like Thief as a series. So good of you to pick a good, noir-ish style voice for Corvo. Fantastic.
Eventually,
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go back and I'll actually sit down and finish these because I've started both of them. I've just never finished either one.
Yeah, one I don't know, going back and playing one was a bit rough. I can try and do a sneaky sneak low chaos version of it, but
Well, I very much was just killing everybody with the rats when I was first playing.
yeah. Yeah. Once I realized I could just hide bodies, I was like, that's not chaotic. Killing people is chaotic, but having the bodies not be noticed, that immediately calls chaos. Come on. I was getting frustrated at that, but I get it. You don't want people dying in your game where you shouldn't be killing someone as an assassin. Uh, but I digress. Fantastic game. I'm probably gonna go through it again. I had the DLC for Dishonored 2, and I gotta get through that one. Yeah, but so Netflix and Microsoft have discussed a subscription bundle that would combine both. And I'm curious on, as Quincy mentioned prior to the cast, that if there's the ad-free version of both, will it cost the same amount? Are we basically just going to tack on Netflix ad-free for a small fee, or is it
Well,
going to
and
be?
I'm hearing that they're kicking around an ad-supported version of Game Pass, where every hour that you're playing, you end up it pauses the game and play you an ad.
And I'm like, that'll suck if you're online with a friend. That would hurt gameplay.
I think no one would pay for it. Like it's supposed to be, it would be the cheaper one.
Yeah.
You know, um, I don't think anyone would buy it. Here's my thing. Let's ignore all like the negative possibilities here. Let's just look at just like what Game Pass is supposed to be and what Netflix is supposed to be.
Okay.
As a person that has both these things, when you go, we're going to do a bundle that would save you money. I don't want to have to go through and cancel my Netflix account that I have had since they sent out DVDs.
Okay.
I want to keep my account with all of my stuff. So how do I, you know what I mean?
Like grandfather in the one to the other kind of situation?
It's no, I'm not. You know, like yes and no. Like give me a way where I can go to you and be like, listen, I already have Game Pass. Here's my a Microsoft stuff to Netflix, or I can go to Microsoft and go, hey, here's my Netflix stuff, and just so
Combine
I
them.
don't have to start my account over, but I can get the deal.
Yeah. That would be fair. That would be kind of cool. The other thing I was like scruffing my beard about was Netflix tried a cloud gaming service and it did okay. It just wasn't clear cut. I might think that Netflix could put up the server space for the Xbox cloud gaming.
I mean, you can still put. There's still games on Netflix. You can still play GTA and Red Dead Redemption and shit on there.
Mm. Okay, well, then it would just basically add in an extra server space for the cloud gaming. Hello, Rooster. Welcome to the chat. I'm
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know. This is a weird merger
it is a
or a
very
weird
weird.
bundle.
It is a weird bundle. I'm just hoping that it saves a lot of money because there was another individual, the COO Asha. Uh, I keep wanting to say Sharma. No, Sharma. The new COO of Microsoft's Xbox division. Who
Until
says,
I hear otherwise, I'm just going to refer to her as the AI lady.
yeah, until I hear otherwise too, I will also think of her as the AI one. She wants to bring down the price of the Xbox Game Pass in total. And I'm like, okay, but how? You already you already have
Especially when we just went through 2 price increases in the last, like, year, didn't we? 2
you
years? Something like that.
about a year, about a full year. A year ago was probably the first one, and then end of October, beginning of November, I want to say it went up from the $26.99 to what is it, $30 now?
I'm not even sure at this point.
Mm. Yeah, Xbox Game Pass Premium is a bit of a staple in the foot, but I'm curious if this will save you some cash, especially if you can combine them both and save you a little bit of cash. To the chat, not yet. We will toward the end. But doop. But good news on the Xbox Game Pass. 2 games that I really enjoy: Sworn and Absalom. 2 games I've been keeping my eye on. Really good indie games that have this really good crunchy art style. And I'm just always a big fan of beat 'em up games. I love beat 'em up games. Um, I'm probably gonna. I already downloaded them, so I'm just probably gonna play them over the weekend and probably try and crunch them down. But they Absalom just dropped on Game Pass as of yesterday, so go and check that out if you happen to be a big fan of medieval beat 'em ups. But doop. And last thing for the Xbox stuff, the Xbox Partner Preview is tomorrow, where the 3 highlighted games are Stranger Than Heaven, the game where it takes beyond the Heisei era, the lights and glam of early technology in Japan. Stalker 2, talking about a potential DLC, Anomaly Center, and The Expanse, a game that the last one we had was a Telltale adventure, but this one's called The Expanse Osiris Reborn. That looks a little bit like an action sci-fi game.
I need to actually go back and play Stalker 2. I only played, like, the opening tutorial stuff, and that was it.
Oh, it's I would say if you can go back and I don't know, is there a way you could play Clear Sky on Xbox? I don't think there's a way you could play Stalker Clear Sky on Xbox, because Clear Sky
I have no idea.
is, in my opinion, the first of the good Stalker games. You can beat it in maybe 5 hours. It's not that long of a game. It's just really weird. It has
Um,
strange stealth
it,
mechanics.
it says it's available for the Series X and S. So
Oh, good. Then I would say if you can get it available to you, play Clear Sky first, and then go into Stalker 2, because the time difference is very different, especially with how much technology has crumpled since then. Because none of the gun runners exist anymore, and that was something that Metro tried to do, and it was like, well, who's making weaponry? Oh, everyone's jury rigging things. That's not good. I still have to go through Metro as well. Ugh. There's a lot of games that I was looking at my backlog and going, oh, I have to play through these games at one point. Oh no.
and the Steam Spring Sale's coming.
It's already out. It was out on Monday.
Oh, don't tell me that. I don't have money.
Oh yeah, no. It dropped out on Monday, and Street
Yeah, but what
Fighter.
you're talking about that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, there it is. There's a spring sale, and fucking Randall. I'm a big old poo poo baby. Pitchford said it'll take at least a year before my game drops on sale. It's $48.99, bitch. Still a little higher than I would want, but it's cheaper
With
than
the
what.
way he's been acting, I feel like he needs to pay us to play the game at this point.
I watched a couple of Twitch streamers play it. It looks fun. I'm not gonna front. It does look like it plays like shit though. Even for my 4060, it may not run positively well, but I would still like to. I would love to go into it just because I'm a fan of the franchise and the hard work that's been put into it. It just sucks that it's tied to Randall. I'm a big old poo poo baby Pitchford. Um, Elden Ring, all the way taken down to $38.99. That's worth it. That's a game worth $40. But if you want some deep discounts, Resident Evil 3, $4. Remnant from the Ashes, the first Remnant for $4. Metro Last Light Redux, I already own it on Epic Game Store, but $1. A
Dude, I own
motherfucking
the Metro games like 6 times over, and I've never finished a single one of them. They're
yeah.
just always being given to me for free, like one way or the other.
Worms WMD, the one that I think you said was not your favorite.
I'm waiting for the image to come up so I can see it. That one was okay. It wasn't great.
Okay, well, $1.49. Is it worth $1.49?
Yeah. The other Worms games are on here and available. Go get those before you get WMD.
Fair enough. Jedi Survivor, $7. I recommend that. Oh, I
That's worth it.
recommend the fuck out of that.
Dude, Witcher 3, $7.99.
Yeah. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Actually, hold on. How much is the full package? $2 more, and you get
Yeah.
Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone.
Dude, fucking Blood and Wine is almost the same size as the fucking game. Like, that's a steal.
It is a great steal, and there's a lot of content in both of them. A lot of content. Beautiful voice acting. Music is fantastic. You get into a combat and you're just grooving. I often went to fight just to listen to the music. I mean, we could sit here and just yammer. One of the games that I have on my wish list is on sale, called The Last Spell, for $2.49. I love top-down tactics styles games, and I played this one during the Steam Next Fest two Next Fest ago, and I fell in love with it. I love this style. I love the almost roguelike capabilities that you could do with it, and how you can actually have a lot of command on that field. But I mean, $2.50. I might throw it on. Throw it on. Have some fun. But I've got a huge backlog here. Like, I can scroll for aeons down my Steam library. It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts my stomach looking at it.
I don't see. That's the great thing. I lost access to my Steam account and can't get it anymore. I had to start a new one. So technically, I no longer have a backlog.
I mean, seeing as you are family, I can family share it with you, and you would get access to all 1,400 of my games.
Man, do we need to do that to me? Do I need that kind of pressure?
It's free.
Fair point.
But tomorrow I'm gonna keep an eye out on the Xbox Partner Preview. Hopefully they'll do something more than the 3 games already kind of teased here for this little trailer. But I'm hoping that we get a little bit of the ID at Xbox, their indie game showcase, at least something a little more. Because don't get me wrong, I love the behind the scenes. I just don't want to see an hour long preview of them doing just a whole bunch of our game is going to be so revolutionary. It has these really cool directors, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, show me some gameplay. Show me something that I'm
Show
supposed.
show me gameplay. Show me gameplay. Give me an idea of like the mechanics and the story,
Yeah,
and don't make me get up and go into another room to watch someone play a guitar. Oh wait, that was Sunny.
yeah, that was Naughty Dog. Have fun, Rooster. Badoop. Heading over to Nintendo, they had a few trailers that popped up, and we finally now have a trailer for Pokemon Champions, their Pokemon Stadium with current gen graphics and all of the fixins such as Ultimaxing or Gigantamax or any of the ulterior motives that you can put onto your Pokemon. Um, it looks like a fine little trip, but a lot of people are basically saying go online, go on your browser, go to Pokemon Showdown, and it's the same thing. Runs better, looks better, and you it's free. And I'm like,
What the fuck is this Pokemon in the front right corner?
I don't
What the fuck is
know.
this Pokemon in the front left corner?
I don't know.
I'm too far removed from Pokemon to understand this shit.
Yeah, like I know Tyranitar and Charizard X, the X version, where it's the dark. But yeah, I don't know. They for 6 minutes they brought out all of the Pokemon, and they were like, yeah, you could just play Pokemon Showdown for free. You just have to make an account, and everything looks better on the Pokemon Showdown. It's this it. They did not spend any time doing any of the animations. It looks not great. They're doing Pokemon Home, connecting all of their games with all of the other ones. They're trying to promote Pokemon Go
Wait.
again.
How's Pokemon Home gonna work?
It's going to be able to
Is this gonna
connect.
be like Pokebank?
Very much so. It is going to be like a Pokemon Bank where you can trade between all of the games that are going to be connected to Pokemon Home, and you'll be able to connect it with Pokemon Champions, so that way you can have your special IV trained Pokemon uh
Right.
be there for it. I'm like, okay, that's cool,
Me and
I
my
guess.
army of Bidoofs.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen. I follow a TikTok that does Pokemon Showdown and does really weird combinations. Um, it looks fine. I don't have really much to say about Pokemon in general. I want a Pokemon game that'll let me look for the Pokemon I want to have fun and have good animations for them, not these weird ones where it just flattens the model or has them just billow an orb like that. Like that doesn't look like Solar Beam to me. That just looked really weird. Yeah, my big boy Aggron. Um, but it will have singles, doubles, trios, and teams where 3v3, where you pick one Pokemon and you work with two others to fight three other people with one Pokemon. I'm like, okay, that's cool, I guess. You got your one-on-ones. Your see, I like it, but it's online only. Well, I think you can battle a CPU and train up your Pokemon with
Dude, that
stat points.
trainer in the image with the fucking key Pokemon looks as exhausted as I feel.
Oh yeah. Hang on, let me see if I can.
That trainer looks fucking burnt, dude. Been
I think
burning the candle at both ends.
I think she was a little further back. Yeah, yeah, she does look a little tired. And that Klefki, yeah. See, and this also raises up another thing. when Minecraft mods begin to do better with Cobblemon, a Pokemon mod where you can catch Pokemon in Minecraft, when that is doing better than your baseline game, Pokemon ZA, that kind of ticks me off a little
Though
bit.
they also got very greedy with ZA.
They
So
did. They did. I don't know if I'm gonna look in this thing's direction, but it is available April 8th. It is a free to start game. I don't know what the fuck that means. It says
it means they're
optional.
going to charge you later on to stay with it, or they're going to put a lot of stuff locked behind the paywall.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm hoping that you'll be able to build your own personal team where you can actually, pick and choose Pokemon's. Legendaries are probably going to be behind a locked wall or something, but I'm like, I only like one legendary, and I don't even want to use them for fighting. Like, I
You don't
wanted
need a legendary if
I
you
want
just make a team of Bidoofs.
Bidoofs or one Bibarel. I want one Bibarel.
See that Bibero is on the sideline rooting on the Bidoofs.
Big man Bibarel.
I'm
Big
telling
man.
you, get me the mega evolution of Bidoof or Bibero, man.
Yeah, he could tank. Badoop. Well, speaking of strange creatures under the sea, Cthulhu, the Cosmic Abyss. This trailer popped up on my feed, and
Not where I thought we were going with that.
yeah, not where I thought I was going either, but here we are. I love the trailer that showcased. It looks very adventure game, not very much action, but a lot of adventure. I love the places that this individual goes to. Um, Looks very craft 'em up ish. Oh, we got to hydrate in
Hmm.
chat.
Ooh, okay. It's a little futuresque.
Yeah,
It's a future Cthulhu game. Interesting.
and it has like this mining area, and you go into this like stasis place. And yeah, this was where I was like turn my head. You'll see a very strange scene in a moment, and some of it's a little confusing to me, but
I
being
swear to
able,
God, if it's fish sex. Oh my God, it's essentially fish sex.
yeah. A crown with an eye on it, and you seem to be doing like detection stuff. It seems that you have like an inventory on the bottom right where you're able to keep things, but I haven't seen very many objects of defense. So no guns, no like
I mean, I don't mind
baton.
a good investigation game.
Yeah, but I want to defend myself, But
Oh,
this
great. Now I'm
is
watching a Red Lobster commercial. Damn it.
well, I mean, it fits the mood.
It kind of does. It kind of that. Twitch, decent marketing. Decent marketing there. No, I like the futuristic take and the mining planet. Like, look at it. Like, kind of taking it out of the element it's always been set in. Because if you do another Seaside Dock um, thing, you're getting another Call of Cthulhu. You're getting another Sunken City. I understand that the changing and of the location. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a new take, new idea. I want to see more gameplay before I say whether or not I'm in.
Yeah, I concur. It does have an interesting thing where it's like, okay, well, you can see all of the blood splatters that you have seen. Also, there's some traces of some sort of blood elsewhere. So it causes you to kind of do a little bit of further investigatory while also still being exploratory. I like it, but I would like to know what the full combination of what you're wanting us to do in this game. Well, there's your weird sex monster. Yeah.
All I got to do in this game is be dumb, because if you're dumb, then you can't comprehend the horrors you're seeing, and you'll be fine.
That is true. Yeah, because it's always those that have the big brains that go into madness. I don't got that. But this game drops, I believe, next month. Yep, April 16th, 2026. Cool looking cover with a man screaming with the bubbles with a big old wiggly Cthulhu in the back. This will be available for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, on Steam, and on the Good Old Games GOG. That's all the
We're
gaming stuff I
hearing a
have.
zombie in the chat.
Yay! Oh, Hi, babe. That's all the gaming stuff I have for today. I'm probably gonna play a bunch of other indie games like Sworn and Absalom that I've downloaded on the Xbox.
I'm gonna play Cool Side of the Pillow. That's where I climb into bed and I flip it over to the cool side of the pillow and I go to sleep.
That is true. That sounds like a good idea, actually. I've been having a headache the last couple of days.
Dude, I am so fucking burnt today.
Yeah, then let's get over to the.
No, like the show's. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the show's great. I'm not saying that at all. I was just saying like you're talking about your plans after this. I'm like my plans after this are sleep.
That is true. It's time for shoe news. So we're a little late on the shoes we usually cover every year, which is the Chinese New Year / Chinese Zodiac dunk lows that have been on our feed. Well, we kind of forgot these ones for 16 weeks, and they look
I just
pretty.
seeing them, but I didn't also like actively try to find them.
That is true. I also didn't actually do it, but this looks really cool. I love the look of them. They're very classic. Have like a nice, like sewn in horse colorway into them. It's like a nice soft brown into a deeper brown swoosh with the little tiny red swoosh that kind of corresponds to the front of it. I'm here for it, and then it has like an interesting little charm in the bottom center of it. It seems to be a slip-on shoe, not one of those that you tie. And I'm like, okay, that's cool with it. Um, I really like the faux leather on it as well. But no, nothing on the pricing. Okay, let me just do this.
Near the horse Nike Dunk was.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. $130. Yeah, not terrible. Yeah, same ones. Okay. LNY. Lunar New Year. Haha. I know how to do the breakdowns. Badoop. Oh wait. Badoop. There we go. We talked about the Jurassic Park Nikes a couple weeks ago. This is the finale of the Jurassic Park limited release that is going to be available on the first week of April. I believe the first week of April.
I don't know. You've got the page.
Yeah, I know. I double checked. It says April 2026, but $135 for this really interesting silver shoe that kind of has this like rainbow-esque prismic look with an ice blue bottom. I'm not a big fan of their Zoom X style shoe, their jaw zooms, but the insole I think you're gonna really like when that pops up on stream. The full skeleton of the dinosaurs being a part of it. Can this go full? There we go.
Those are very nice.
I like it. $135. Yeah, $135 available. I believe the first week of April 2026. Doesn't exactly give Jurassic Park aside from the insole and the tongue that says Jurassic Park, but a little bit of scales, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm being a little harsh on it. Maybe it is kind of dinosaur-ish. But nope. This one's the weird one that I kind of noticed because it gave me friendship bracelet feels, but this charm bracelet styled shoe caught my attention, and it had like a baby's room kind of vibe to it. And I was like, is this an interesting shoe? I guess. I personally wouldn't go for it, but I guess.
Kind of just reminds me of when you would when they would make those bead bracelets when we were kids.
Kind of. Kind of. It definitely has like an innocence about this shoe. Um I don't quite know the references. Unknown on the price tag later on this year, probably near summer. Badoop. I said badoop. So I told Quincy I had a suit and tie for one of these shoes. These Nike methods. Um they're a little
You know,
professional.
I was picturing it in my head. I was still wrong.
Yeah. I
Those
love the
are
fact that they all have the same bottom of the shoe, you know. But then when you go up top, it's got the business and the tie holder. That's the jump man. I You've tied your shoes wrong. I mean, it's a nice looking tie. It's a Winchester knot.
Windsor.
Windsor.
But the
Oh,
joke I was gonna make was gonna be who needs a double knot when you got a Windsor.
yeah. I kind of like the look of them. They are very classy, but they feel like they're clown shoes.
Oh my god, they have a button too.
Yeah, I got a little button. You can pull the laces to kind of do the I'm unwinding look. I don't know. And they even got the low end ones. Yeah, they're different. I don't know. It seems very
Can you imagine being that
strange.
dramatic? You're at work, you've had a hell of a day, you guys really got to bust out whatever this problem is before anyone can go home. And everybody starts doing the whole, I gotta loosen my tie thing. You put your fucking foot up on the desk and start loosening the tie on your shoe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit weird. These ones are custom made, so they are going to be only available in Asia, which is another weird one. I guess that's the one of the business centers of the world that these are only going to be available there. So see if you can't find them on one of the eBay auctions or the Yahoo auctions that do the international trading. And last one on the shoes that kind of leads into other horse news. These two horse print shoes from Nike. Nike's getting into their weird territory again with
Justin, you
these.
sound just a little horse.
These ones are weird. These ones are straight up short hair, fuzzy, not great looking shoes. One
Yeah,
in
they tried making horse skin, making them seem like they're horse skin.
Yeah, they succeeded. Looks weird. One in a classic black and one with a white with brown spots, like a trailblazed horse style one, like a an old school Mustang. Uh, that that doesn't have one succinct colorway. I don't believe I have a price tag on these. Oh, $230 for these half boots.
Yeah,
Uh,
no.
no. Socks in chat says cow boots. Yeah, cow boots. Not cowboys, cow boots. But
I own cowboy boots.
that's right, you do. That's right, you do.
Yeah, I would not wear these.
But sticking with the theme of horses for a couple stories, over in Japan, they love their horse racing. Their Umamusume horse races. They're actual horses that have been animated. That is still the number one game. It has won the Video Game Awards Best Mobile Game. It has won Best Mobile Game 6 times over in Japan by making so much money. It keeps talking about the billions of dollars that it has made. They have done a few collaborations, one with like KFC a long time ago, one with Lawson, one of their 7-Eleven clones that they have out there. But one that kind of is interesting, the Umamusume Vodka's Lemon Sour and collectible glass that goes with it. I like the look of it. It's about $35 USD for a 500 milliliter bottle. It's not crazy, but you're
It's
also
brothers.
it's only if you're there for the uh Socks in chat says it's literal horse piss. Not where I was gonna go with it, but I suppose sure, fine, if people want to
I
call it that.
mean, sucks as a point. It's got the yellow color. It's done for a horse anime.
Yeah.
I think she's onto something, man.
I think she might be onto something. Good news that Side Games, the developers behind Uma Musume and a few AI written games, they have actually said, okay, we understand that AI generation is slowly starting to be not welcomed by the community to the degree that you guys are willing to stop supporting Uma Musume. So we're gonna pull those games back a little bit. We're gonna pull the AI stuff back. We've hired a whole slew of artists from other animation studios that you may have heard of. I believe Trigger is also on that list. The ones Studio Trigger all did the movie of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. I forget the name of it, but the animation is stellar. Is fantastic for a bunch of horse girls running. They made the animation fan fucking tastic. I actually highly recommend the Studio Trigger Uma Musume movie. It's so weird, but for a collaboration with Vodka's Lemon Sour, sure, fine. $35. It's not too terrible. Hopefully, it'll come over to the States for those who enjoy this because it's number one here in the States too.
Here's my question: what genre is this? Is it slice of life? Is this or fan service? Is this
It
what does it fall
sports.
under?
I would say sports.
It falls under sports. Okay.
It falls under sports because for the a little bit of spoilers for the Studio Trigger Uma Musume movie, you have a bit of drama with one of the characters that has a broken hoof/foot, and they go, "Well, I'm not gonna be able to run on this, but I want to run." And with that storytelling, they're basically saying, "I am better than you, even with a broken foot, than you ever will be." And it has a bit of like context of unsportsmanlike, but also at the same time, you want to reach my level, get there then. There's that little bit of sports shit talking, but then at the end, the character with the broken foot goes, "Yeah, no, it's broken for real. I'm glad I was able to win one more time. I retire." And that horse did retire with a broken hoof, and it won its last race. So it's based off of real things that have happened. I believe a couple episodes ago, I had talked about the $1 billion. I don't want to call it a lawsuit, but the $1 billion incident that Goldship, one of the other horses, had, where one of the horses off to their right started braying toward Goldship, and Goldship got annoyed and frustrated and began thrashing before the gates opened. And they turned that into a scene in the animation where Goldship climbs up onto the racking as the gates open, and Goldship lost the race, forcing a $1 billion deficit for people who bet on Goldship. And
See, this is why I can't do those kinds of things. Like, I feel gross when I lose $20 like on a sports bet or something. I could not imagine the money people put down on these things.
And hell, just recently we lost our GameWorks that had a digital horse racing betting thing where you can actually put real
Oh,
fucking money into it.
They have like a ticket version of that, or not a ticket version. They have a gambling version of that at like the Bellagio and shit. It's a little mechanical horse race thing. Was it Bellagio? It was Bellagio.
That's so weird, but
Maybe it was MGM. I don't know.
people
I don't remember.
really love Uma Musume. I just like the animation. I watched the Studio Trigger movie just because I really love their fucking animation style. It's spectacular. I can't wait for Delicious in Dungeon Season 2 to pop out. I'm sitting here tapping my foot very impatiently, but I get it. Animation takes a lot of time.
Oh, is that what that noise is? I thought I was having a stroke.
Well, I wasn't doing it the entire time. But
it was speaking to me in Morse code. Crap.
do you know Morse code?
No.
Oh, I know the vowels and like a couple other letters. I didn't really sit down.
I mean, I would recognize SOS, but I feel like everybody would.
Yeah, I think that's SOS, right?
I think so.
Mm. But
I don't know.
yeah, a person I followed on Twitter bought a couple bottles with the glasses when the last time they were in Japan last week, and I said I want to talk about it because horse racing. This is all this anime is horse racing, and people really love it. They're excited for the next season that is going to be talking about the derbies that have happened over the last 2.5 years, as well as they are taking a couple from the Kentucky Derby. They're taking a couple of those horses that raced in the Kentucky Derby over the last year, and I'm like, well, thank you for including America into it, but I I will never understand the fascination behind it.
I
They
I
they
mean,
blew
everybody's got their thing, right?
right. They blew a really good animation for it. As I said, you if you watch the Studio Trigger movie, you're just gonna be blown away with how much animation they put into it for fucking horse races. But to round off the three stories of horse races, we watched a trailer that we're actually really excited for because John Malkovich is probably one of the greatest actors of our generation. As crazy of a cadence as his speaking is, I'm
To be clear,
excited.
this movie has absolutely nothing to do with horses. It's just the name.
Yeah, Wild Horse 9. Um, we watched when I watched this trailer, I said this looks like it's using non-digital film.
Dude,
It
I
looks
was
like
hooked like seconds into this trailer, and then it just kept getting better and better.
so. Sam Rockwell and John Malkovich seem to be playing two rough and tumble hitmen that don't really get
They're
along.
CIA agents.
They're CIA agents. Okay, okay, and they don't really seem to like each other, but they work well together. And damn, do they work well together as actors. I I have
So the breakdown for it is CIA agents Chris and Lee face a trust testing mission from Santiago to Easter Island during 1973.
hmm. So during
Um,
the Cuba Missile Crisis.
um,
Oh no, this is just after the
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
Cuba Missile Crisis because I think it was 69. Was it
Cuban Missile Crisis 62.
60? Really? Oh, I thought it was a little
Yes,
later than that.
but in this we've got Sam Rockwell and John Malkovich as the leads. You also got Parker Posey, who I love.
Wait,
Uh,
and you got Tom Waits just chilling out
Tom
here.
Waits, yep.
Wow,
Steve Buscemi.
yeah, Steve Buscemi, I saw.
Um, some of these other ones I don't know their work because they've done like foreign films, like Mariana di Girolamo.
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen anything they've done. They've mostly done foreign stuff, but it looks really interesting. And this is done by Martin Mc. Oh fuck, what was his last name? He's the guy that did Seven Psychopaths and in
Oh,
Bruges. In
in
Bruges.
Bruges, in
Um,
Bruges,
in Bruges.
in Bruges.
Um,
Martin
Martin Mc something.
McDonough.
There you go. Yeah, no, this looks like it's gonna be good. This might be one that I go to the theaters for.
When is it gonna be? Let me see. Well, Horse 9. Oh, it just says coming
November.
soon. It just says coming soon. Oh,
I'm pretty sure we had a date on one of the trailers.
oh, in theaters. There we go. November 6th,
Yeah,
2026.
yeah, November 6th. Okay.
Wow, that's still a long time away.
Yeah, but it gives them enough time to get some hype, and I like that the trailer didn't seem to really give too much away.
No, but it had some good scenes, some good back and
Yeah.
forth between the characters, and I love that. Speaking of good back and forth between the characters, I love me a good kung fu movie. And I love me grit. I love grit in movies. You give me a gritty movie, I will enjoy it a little bit more. And The Furious, which is coming out later on, May 29th, is a foreign film from Lionsgate International studio that they've been pushing a lot for their film festival movies, and this looks fantastically shot. This looks wonderful action that I've only seen in the trailer. You only get maybe one good fight scene out of the whole thing, and I'm just like, I'm here for this. Give me that. And Quincy's gonna be watching it in about 2 seconds, and just
Yeah, I'm slowly getting there as it goes. Like already, I can tell you, like I'm interested. So
with a fucking
okay, the hammer thing was nuts.
with a fucking hammer.
Someone took some inspiration from Old Boy.
I think that was just what I was about to say. This feels like a good throwback into a couple other uh old, oh my gosh, uh old violent overseas movies, and then there's some new bits and pieces that have been thrown in here to make it very unique, and I am excited for this.
Are we starting to cross the line on what we're allowed to show on Twitch?
Oh, you are correct. You are correct. My bad. This is a Red Band trailer. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
It's very much giving Old Boy and The Raid.
Yeah, the right. I still need to see that one.
Good. I didn't see the sequel, but I saw the first one.
I'm here for good fight scenes. I love good fight scenes. Just to double check, May 29th, in theaters. Badoop. Something I'm kind of excited for that I knew was coming but had nothing to solidify until today. The first teaser trailer for regular show, The Lost Tapes, aired, and it's only 15 seconds of the two characters, Mordecai and Rigby, basically being like, I didn't know we did stuff like that, with all of the episodical pieces like the excellent hat, the stretchy wrestler, and so on. And I'm like, cool. I like regular show. I'm hoping that these are a good return to form. That being said, they did another trailer for the DVD release of regular show featuring two shorts that were never aired, with the actual actors of Mordecai Rigby and Muscle Man. Very hilarious. I actually really enjoyed that little trailer for the DVD. But May 11th on Cartoon Network. Did you ever watch regular show?
Yeah, some of it, not all of it. I watched it.
Very interesting little. I want to call it like a slice of life cartoon, but even then, it does things very strangely. I don't know what to call it.
What I found interesting about it is it was definitely meant for an older audience than most of what the other shows they had on that channel were.
I concur. I definitely concur. A few of them definitely were aimed toward younger audiences, but did you know Tyler the Creator and Donald Glover were in an episode?
No.
And they spitballed a safe for work rap to each other. It was great.
That's fun.
Yeah. I'm hoping they do more stuff like that too.
I remember the ringtone episode.
Ringtone. I may not have seen that one.
The two of them are trying to make up the two mains, Rigby and
Mordecai.
Mordecai, are trying to make up ringtones for their cell phones.
Oh, I'll have to. I've been going through old regular show episodes, just to kind of keep up with it. Just I really enjoy regular show. It's a fun little like you do with The Simpsons. Regular show is my put on the background and kind of keep an eye on every now and again.
I'm pretty sure I've looped a few times on The Simpsons at this point.
The whole entire, what is it, 34 seasons?
Well, that's the problem, is because the way Disney Plus works, like whenever it's like Halloween time, I'll go through and I'll watch that they put like they have all of the Treehouse of Horrors together. But if you watch those, it resets where you're at to that episode.
That's lame.
It's not just like a playlist you can hit play on. So, yeah.
Well, something that I'm going to be keeping an eye on this coming couple of weeks. I wanted to save up so many of the Daredevil Born Again season 2, but this morning I almost got
No, see,
spoiled.
saving them up is how the shows get canceled because they go, oh, no one's watching it.
You're right. Fine, I will watch this episode tonight of Daredevil Born Again season 2.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it because I still haven't watched season 1, but yeah.
That's fair. I when I first saw the opening of the TikTok, I saw someone and I said, "Ooh, you motherfuckers! I hate you. Ooh, I hate you."
I've been really good so far about avoiding spoilers on this, which is funny because other things like Resident Evil have been completely spoiled for me.
Yeah. I'm here for Vincent D'Onofrio and uh, Socky in chat. Oh no, did he become a Christian born again? That's
He's Catholic, but that's a
he
joke.
yeah, Irish Catholic, but still he is born again into the new Daredevil motif. I did see the new costume, you motherfuckers. I'm gonna really enjoy this episode coming up. Badoop. Our second to last thing to talk about, OpenAI is shutting down the AI video slot making platform Sora. As much as I really enjoyed some of those Sora videos of a cat going up to a door and taking out a shotgun and just unloading, very hilarious, haha, hee hee hoo hoo. But that was something that we did not need. It was a far cry from anything we wanted. We received it. Thank you. You can close down. A part of this OpenAI shutting down this thing, they have also had a military contract go up in flames. The Disney contract kind of get tossed out the window for $1 billion. And they are set to lose by the middle of 2027. OpenAI, I mean, is set to lose by the end of 2027, roughly $203 billion if they don't do something quick. They will not be making any money until the end of 2027.
Good. Bury him.
OpenAI is one of the early ones that has also been kind of pushing other tablet things around by saying, "Oh, hey, you could try out our new system thing called oh God, what's the name of that festival? Sundance, where Sundance 2.0 was putting together almost like 6 minute long fight scenes between two people you really want to see
Sundance,
fight."
the film festival that's meant for indie films.
Yep.
I didn't know that they were involved in that whole fight
No,
scene thing. That's
they're
cool.
not. It's just Sundance 2.0 is the name of that engine that is putting.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I have watched a couple of their things, and man, oh man, it feels sloppy. There was a Hancock, the superhero that was pretty much a bum, played by Will Smith, and Homelander having a fight between the two, and it looked like shit. It looked like utter shit, and the comments were basically yucking it up, being like, "Yeah, this is gonna be the future of our entertainment." I'm like, I don't want it to be. Do not. Some of the scenes where it looked like Will Smith was getting a little bit Terry Crews at times, like it was
Just,
weird.
just hire actors. Stop being weird, people.
Yeah, stop being weird. You do not trust AI to fill in the gaps for your wants, especially when it is stealing their entirety of their likeness for this. That's not good. That's actually a really bad thing. But I'm glad Sora is going to be closing down, I believe, tomorrow at noon our time, I believe. Um, and once it's all closed down, anyone who's downloaded their videos, thrown them on TikTok, that'll be the last of them. And I'm glad that they're going to be done. I'm very curious on what their resources are going to be going to, considering they had a lot of server storage. I'm hoping we'll see some things on the Facebook Marketplace. Probably like a whole lot
They're
of.
going to start selling us all the RAM they're not using.
I
It's all going
mean,
to go on eBay.
NZXT, the computer retailer that builds pre-built and sells them with their own custom cases and whatnot. They are having a refurbished sale because they managed to buy some RAM and graphics cards from failed startups. Like, it's not a fantastic deal. Like, it's pretty much back to the line where it should be retail, but it's still a deal figuratively. They blanked out the RAM sticks, made them work fantastically, did a full wipe of the solid state drives that they put in there, and if you go to like NZXT or even Micro Center was doing a lot of purchasing and refurbishing and selling secondhand things from failed startups. So keep your eyes and ears to like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or even one of your local micro centers may be selling some really good stuff at maybe not sale price, but better than what it's been the last bit. Micron, the leading uh, silicone users for RAM, has just lost $3.2 million in the stock market over the last 2 days. I think they're finally getting the hint that selling directly to the AI people is not a smart thing. But Daredevil had a thing where I could see specific colors like a. It's like echolocation. It's not really colors. He can smell the identity of things, but I don't know if he can detect. Like, yeah, like I know he had mentioned that um he can smell what someone's had for lunch that day, but I don't know about color. Hmm. But speaking of,
I mean, if it's garlic, I can do that too.
yeah, once. But uh, just our last little talk about that I'm kind of interested in, just because I really I have a as a snack food, Pop Tarts are very interesting. I really like Pop Tarts, and they are having super stuffed Pop Tarts, molten lava
I feel
cakes.
like they took far too long to come out with this.
I do too, and I would actually really enjoy the molten lava cake put in a toaster. I would throw a motherfucking toaster in them quickly. The only downside is with
Whoa,
these,
whoa, whoa, hold up. Were you throwing a toaster?
I would throw one of these into a toaster.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if the toaster fell in the bath, I don't know. But
No, no.
but all of these, the cinnamon caramel, the strawberry blast, and the molten lava cake, they are one pastry per package. It's not the two pastries per package like the normal. So you're only getting 5 pastries instead of the normal 8 to 10, depending on region that you're buying these. Um, I would definitely buy all of these, throw them in a toaster, and check it out. I love molten lava cakes, and that looks really good. Mmm, 48 grams. Jesus Christ. How many grams is this? 310. So that would be 61. Yeah. Holy crap. That is about 50% more filling. Well, so they, hmm. So they took the filling out of one, combined it into the other, and just made the pastry a little bit bigger to hold that stuffing. Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess.
No, that would be 200% filling. They're saying it's 50% more filling, so it's half the filling from another Pop
One,
Tart put in there.
yeah, 1.5 times the filling. Okay, so it's a little bit more then. I'm very curious on if they will be available soon. This just got announced 7 hours ago, so hopefully we'll be seeing them in Walmart probably in the near future. Maybe Smith's. But that is all that I have for today.
That's all I got. Although I will say my favorite Pop Tarts is s'mores, and so the fact that the s'mores isn't on that list, I mean,
Yeah, I I feel like just like other snack foods like Twinkies have changed over their course of time, because I want to say current s'mores doesn't taste like the late 90s s'mores.
the
It
Twinkies are still pretty close to the same. But when Hostess went out of business and the current owner went through and bought the recipes and the machines and brought Hostess back, there were a few things that definitely changed. I feel like the Twinkies are the same, but they started putting the ding dongs in plastic wrap instead of the aluminum wrap, and I swear that fucking changed the flavor.
Yeah, same thing with Snapple when they moved it from the glass bottles to the plastic
When they
ones.
put it in the plastic, same thing with Sobe.
Ugh. Well, Sobe, I don't know. I think it had so much sugar that it didn't really matter for the Sobies. Like
Nah, the
it didn't
Sobe
change it.
green tea in the glass bottle was fire. Sobe green tea in the plastic bottle was mid.
Do they still sell Sobe?
I think Sobe's gone now. Pretty sure they're owned by
Coke.
Pepsi.
Coke.
Oh, what was it, Coke?
I believe we got it from our Coke distributor back in the day. I actually don't remember now that you said Pepsi like that. I actually don't remember
I don't
who.
know.
Yeah, but it seems to be very limited. They don't seem to have my flavor around. The Life
I feel
Water is
like you're
still
looking at
around.
old fucking. Well, yeah, Light Water's still on, but I feel like you're looking at old fucking product. I don't think Sobe's still a thing.
Orange cream fruit drink. It's on Instacart, which means it's now. I may do a deep dive into these and take
No,
a
it is Pepsi.
glance.
It is PepsiCo.
It is Pepsi. Okay, my bad, my bad. But yeah, I'm gonna probably do a little bit of digging, see if raspberry lemonade. I'm hoping I can find
Doesn't
that.
matter. They're in plastic bottles.
That is true. There it is. There's the strawberry daiquiri. I like the strawberry daiquiri one. That one, even in the plastic bottle, tasted pretty dang good. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of research, see if I can't find a place to purchase a coffee soda. Huh. Yeah, comeback coffee soda, southern style lemon and thyme.
I don't
Huh.
know that I want.
I don't either. Okay, I'm going down a rabbit hole that we shouldn't be going through. All right, that's all I got for today.
That's all I got.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for good old Zenny. I pulled it up here. You can now get a lot of the Renew, Recycle, Renew frames or the Featherlight frames for under $10. So if you happen to have a very inexpensive lenses that you can purchase, good news, you can get everything for under maybe $25 per glasses. They are still having their 20% off of their sunglasses stuff to get a jump start on spring, even though we're now in spring. And there is a buy two, get one half off deal on some of their designer stuff if you happen to want to spend a little bit more money. Check the link down in the description to save you some cash as well as free shipping above $89. Remember to check out good old Humble Bundle, get you some games for inexpensive while helping out some charities. Check out Hero Forge. They are still offering 20% off of their STL files for if you happen to have a 3D printer, or check your local library to see if they have a 3D printer to print out these very inexpensive, really nice, high quality models. They just added in some more face things such as masks and balaclava for if you have a more military campaign. Check out Quincy's threads. Check out my Twitter and Instagram. Check out the Discord if you happen to want to yell at us live. I'm usually in there. One of my favorite artists, Humble, is often posting some really cool character stuff that they're doing for Call of Cthulhu or their D&D campaign. So if you happen to like art, they are usually posting around there. And that's all that is there. At the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please love one another. It is certainly free to do. Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I almost got tongue tied.